Hey everyone, welcome back to Mongoose Gaming. So today we're doing a little fun video. We're going to be ranking our favorite, well, my favorite Pokemon. This is actually a list I've seen at least two people do, and given I watch a lot of YouTube, sad. But this list is something I found, and I want to give it a shot. I'm just going to rank my favorite Pokemon at least through the first 4 or 5 generations. I'm going to be completely honest, Gen 6 through present, I am not very knowledgeable on, but I figured it'd be a fun list to do. Excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a shot now. Remember, this is gonna be on my YouTube, so we'll probably put little excerpts on TikTok, whatnot. But yeah, some big news going forward. I have been approved to sell on Whatnot. That will be starting soon once I get some product. I'll be strictly doing only Pokemon card openings, and it will be $5 a pack, and plus whatever the shipping cost is. So any Pokemon cards I'm gonna open, obviously you guys will bid on, buy the pack, and then whatever hit is pulled is you get. Or I may just do it'll just be strictly Pokemon cards, but have been approved on Whatnot, so those streams will be starting soon. Can't talk right now. But if you guys do like the content, remember, leave a like and subscribe. Also follow my Twitch and all that. Links will be in the description, so yeah, make sure you keep up with that. But in the meantime, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and start here with Gen 1. Where else would we start? So the first one up is normal. So we're gonna go ahead here. This is how this works, pretty easy. Just gonna go and click it, and there we go. Normal. We have a lot of old school favorites, or a lot of normal types in Gen 1. Right now, I have a toss up between Pidgeot, Eevee, and that's it. Given I'm going to pick my favorite evolution in this generation, I'm actually not going to pick Eevee. I'm going to go with Pidgeot. Since I'm going to pick the favorite evolution, so I'm fine with that. Favorite fire type. This is a very, very difficult one for me to pick because my top 3 favorite fire types are in this generation, in Charizard, Arcanine, and Flareon. However, given that one of my favorite all-time Pokemon cards is my first edition Blaine's Arcanine, I'm actually going to choose Arcanine here. Water, hands down, no questions asked, is going to be Blastoise. There was no question about that. Blastoise is always one of my favorite water types, especially from this generation. Grass type is going to actually be Venusaur. So I'm going with the starters here, even though I skipped over Charizard. No offense, Charizard, but I had to go Arcanine. And Arcanine is the only Pokemon in the entire main series that is labeled as legendary. But Arcanine is definitely my favorite. Electric types, this is actually going to be not too much of a shocker, and that pun was unintended. I just realized this. Is going to be Jolteon. Pikachu is a gimmick. It's just like everybody's favorite. Zapdos is a legendary. I feel it's a cop-out. I'm going Jolteon. Jolteon has always been one of the staples of any team I've usually had because I need a good electric type attacker, and you can't get Zapdos right away. So we're going to go Jolteon. Ice, never really been too big on, but I'm going to go with Lapras. I've always liked design Lapras, and it makes the most sense. At least the first few generations of Pokemon you can actually ride on across water. So there you go. Fighting, never been real big on this one, but I'm actually going to Poliwrath. I've always liked Poliwrath. I didn't know till later on in life that it was also fighting. I always thought it was pure water, but we're going to go ahead and go with Poliwrath. For poison, this is kind of like a no-brainer for me. We're going to go Nidoking. That's just hands down Nidoking. There's no question. Anybody who knows me knows Nidoking is my go-to beast of the Gen 1 series, so yeah. And I also have my own custom card thanks to Blef about that. He printed it up for me. I've got Nidoking little figurine thanks to Lone Star. I've got several Nidoking cards, so yeah, it's all the way. Ground type is actually be a fun one. Is going to be Sandslash. Sandslash is really cool. I love the shiny. So Sandslash has always been a really fun one. Not the strongest, but definitely a fun one. For flying types, we're actually going to go here, and I'm actually going to pick Charizard for this one, because since I forgot Pidgeot is my favorite normal type, and Dragonite is going to probably be over here in Dragon, I'm going to actually go with Charizard on this one. It's flying. Kind of got a cop out there, but I got Charizard in. Psychic type is actually going to be Starmie. Starmie has been one of my underdog favorite Pokemon of all time. Now, I've never really used it. I haven't used it outside of Gen 1, but it is definitely one of my favorites of all time. I have it in Pokemon Go as one of the ones I've maxed out to level 50. I got the Lucky Shiny. So yeah, Starmie has always been a good has always been one of my favorite ones. For bug type, eh, I'm gonna have to give this one to Butterfree only because of the anime. I've never been real big on using bug types, but if you've watched the Pokemon anime, the first season, when Ash says bye to Butterfree, you have to go Butterfree. Rock type is gonna be kind of easy. This is actually gonna go to Rhydon. I was gonna pick Aerodactyl, but I'm like meh on Aerodactyl. Really, to be perfectly honest, Rhydon has always been really sick looking. So I'm going to go with Rhydon on that one. Ghost, there's only 3. Gengar, can't do much there. Dragonite, no other choice really in Gen 1. Dark types. So this is actually funny. I was looking at this list prior to doing this. So there's Missing No, for those of you old school Pokemon Red and Blue days. If you guys remember that glitch on how to get infinite items. Then, of course, there's the Fossil Aerodactyl, Kabutops, the Marowak Ghost form from, the Pokemon Tower. Whatever this is, so we're actually just going to skip Dark, because there are no Dark types in Gen 1. Steel types, Magnemite and Magneton. We're just going to put Magneton. Fairy types, we're going to go with Wigglytuff, just because. Favorite starter, this is where Charizard's going to get the double on this one. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. Yeah, we're going to go with Charizard. Charizard's going to get the double pick on this one, so for starter and for flying. But gimmick form, this is hilarious. So it's actually the Mega Evolutions and their Dynamaxes. And strictly because how stupid it is. Well, okay, I don't want to say stupid, but absolutely obnoxious. We'll go with that. Is Eevee. The Dynamax Eevee. Yeah, Leia's laughing on that one. Just, it's so stupid fluffy. And yeah, Legend, we're going to go with... so for Gen 1, my favorite Legend has actually always been Zapdos. So we're going to go ahead and pick that. And my all-time favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, no surprise to anyone who actually knows me, is Nidoking. Hands down, will always be my favorite. Nidoking is an absolute beast. It is used... he's used by Giovanni. People sleep on Nidoking because like, oh, the stats aren't good enough. Nidoking as a ground-type attacker is absolutely phenomenal. At least in the main series games. Pokemon Go, not so much. I feel it's gotten the, stab in the back on that one. But Nidoking's always been a great one. Always been fun to use. So to scroll back over here, and we're going to go ahead and let me see here. I just put. There we go. There's a link to my YouTube right there in the chat. Just figured I'd pop those in there. Put something on the screen. So now we're on to Gen 2, the Johto games. Favorite normal type in Gen 2. I don't really have a favorite per se, but if we're going to go for most useful, we're going to go with Furret. It is an HM dumpster. I think it can learn of the, 7 HMs, it can learn 6 of them. So we're going to go with Furret. Fire type, no question, hands down, Typhlosion is my favorite all-time starter over Charizard. I will pick Typhlosion over Charizard any day of the week and twice on Sundays. And before people say, oh, well, this is this and that, if you take away Charizard's Mega Evolutions, Typhlosion and Charizard have the exact same stat line. So their stats are the same. You take away Mega Evolution, they're the same. So I'm going to go with Typhlosion on this one. Favorite water type from Gen 2 is a bit of a tough one for me. Totodile's really cool, really obnoxious, really funny, especially from the anime. I'm using that strictly based off the anime. But for favorite water type, we are going to go with Suicune on this one. Suicune's been is actually a really decent legendary water type attacker. So I've always really liked it. So I'm going to go with that one. For grass type, Meganium. I love dinosaurs. Meganium looks like a freaking brontosaurus with a flower. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. Electric types. So we're going to actually pick up Ampharos. Hands down, Ampharos has always been one of my favorite electric types. It was really solid in the main series games. I always managed to get one, so really ones I like. Ice types, I have really, really no opinion per se, or really a valuable pick. But we're gonna go ahead and just pick Piloswine because of Mamoswine. So I'm gonna go with that. Mamoswine, I absolutely love. Mamoswine is a flippin' beast, and I love it. Fighting types in Gen 2, Heracross, hands down, no question. Even though I mentioned earlier I'm big on bug types, Heracross is awesome, especially with his Mega Evolution. Poison types, we're gonna, not many here, we're actually gonna go with Crobat, because Quillfish looks stupid, I don't like bugs, so we're gonna pick Crobat. Ground type is actually gonna be a fun one for me. we're gonna actually pick Donphin. Donphin has always been one of my favorite types, or favorite Pokemon. And I'll be honest, I never really knew its type, even though the Gen 2 series is my favorite series of all time to play. Pokemon Silver, Gold, Crystal, being the only true sequels in the main series games that you could play from Gen 1 and Gen 2 in this one game. But I always thought Donphin was like a normal type, but it's ground, so I'm gonna pick it, and there it is. Flying type, a little bit more coverage here. We're going to go with, I don't know. Flying type, not real big on any of these. I mean, Ho-Oh and Lugia, so actually I'm gonna put Ho-Oh in flying. I did always have Ho-Oh. I always managed to catch it, of course, and since I don't really like any of the flying types, I'll just put it there. Psychic, they put every single unknown, all 26 of them. So, we're gonna go ahead and go with Espeon. That wasn't even a question. Espeon. Evolutions rock. All the evolutions are cool. They're all great. So, we're gonna go with Bug. I'm gonna go with Scizor since I picked Heracross already. Scizor is really badass looking. Rock types. We're going to pick Tyranitar, hands down. Now, Tyranitar is rock and dark. I've always thought it should be ground and dark because it does learn some pretty decent ground moves, but rock and dark works too. And it is extremely difficult to train too. It's like it's a pseudo legendary, so it's really hard to get to. And the only thing that sucks is that you can't get it till later on in Silver, Gold, and Crystal. You have to beat the Elite Four, I believe. You have to beat all the Kanto gyms, so you have to have all 16 badges to get access to Mount Silver. So it's almost not worth it, only because you can't train it up, or if you do train it up, it just takes forever. Versus having your teams literally between levels 50 to 70 by the time you get to it. Ghost type, Mischievous. I'm actually leaving it blank. I don't like Mischievous. There are no other ghost types. I'm leaving Ghost blank. Dragon, Kingdra. I'm okay with Kingdra. I'm not gonna bash Kingdra. I have nothing against it. So Kingdra being the only dragon gets that by default. Unlike earlier, where Dark type I left blank as in a Pokemon, this one I'm gonna pick Umbreon. Umbreon gets the nod over Houndoom. Umbreon will last longer and has better defense, and that's based off use, based off looking cool. Umbreon just looks cool, and the shiny's way better. The shiny's way better looking too. Steel types, I'm actually gonna pick Steelix. Steelix just looks badass. Granted, kind of useless. It's got really, really, really high defense, but it's not a good attacker anywhere. But it just looks badass. I'm glad they gave Onix a evolution, and it looks really, really cool. Fairy types, we're actually going to go here and pick Togetic. I really like the way Togetic looks, and it was pretty decent. Togekiss is much, much better, so Togetic will get the nod here. Favorite starter, Typhlosion is hands down going to get the second pick here. Gimmick form, so the Megas. We're going to go ahead and pick Mega Tyranitar in this one, because let's be honest here, Mega Tyranitar looks like Godzilla. Mega Tyranitar looks like Space Godzilla. Go figure. My favorite legendary, hands down, Lugia. That's just my favorite all-time legendary Pokemon, Lugia. Anybody who knows me knows I have the first edition card. Where's the next thing? Right here. So there we go. That right there. So we're gonna go with that. And my favorite all-time Gen 2 Pokemon is going to be Typhlosion. So we have that there. And yeah, that completes Johto. So I actually picked I left 2 blanks so far, 1 dark in Gen 1. Again, there's no dark. No ghost because just terrible in Gen 2. And a sad / fun fact is that Gen 2 is actually considered the weakest of all 9 generations as far as Pokemon and attacks go. You don't have to take out anybody, but like Pokemon like Typhlosion, Suicune, Meganium, Ampharos, they don't make up for the lack of power in Gen 2, even with Tyranitar. So Gen 2 usually gets the slap on that one as being like, unfortunately, one of the, how do I say it, like, not worst, but worst, you know? So, yeah. Huh? Yeah, lamest. I'm going to fix my screen here so you guys can see that. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. So, actually, fix this. There, you guys can see I'm just scrolling. Okay. So, we're going to go on to Gen 3. Gen 3 is going to be a fun one. But hold on, let me just show me something new. That's so... a football thing with the Lions. So Gen 3 is going to be a fun one. Gen 3 was officially the last main series game I played through in its entirety. So go Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. So Gen 3 favorite normal type is actually going to be Bleh. Again, like Gen 2, don't really have one, but we're actually going to pick Linoone. Again, it's an HM dumpster. It makes the most sense at the time, and it's one of the first ones you find, so there you go. Fire types. Don't have a good fire type in this one. I mean, okay, Blaziken is good, but I'm like, meh. So, I guess by default we'll pick Blaziken. But yeah. So let's go ahead here. We're going to pick favorite water type is actually going to be a fun one. We're going to put Kyogre here because why not? Kyogre is hands down the best water attacker in the entire main series games and in Pokemon Go. So, and it's also, whales are one of my favorite animals. It looks like a flippin' whale, so it's awesome. Favorite grass types, there's going to be quite a few, but we're going to go with, me being a dinosaur fan, Tropius. Because this looks like a flying Apatosaurus or flying Diplodocus. We'll go with that. Electric type, sadly not a good electric type range here. Just Electrike, Manectric, and the Plusle, the Pikachu clones, so I guess I'll go Manectric. Ice types, this will be interesting. We're gonna go with we're gonna go I guess Galele, however it's pronounced. We'll go with the evil snowball. That's what I'll call it. All right, fighting types. We're gonna go with E Honda. That's old school reference for some of you guys. So we're gonna go with E Honda right there. Poison types. Not a great selection either, but we're going to go with Rosalia. Just low key. I've never had an issue with it. Rosalia's been really solid, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that one. Ground types. This is where it's gonna get fun. I'm gonna actually save Groudon here. I'm gonna pick Flygon. Flygon has always been underrated as a dragon. Thankfully, it's not as bad as Goodra. So, but Flygon's low-key been hands down one of my favorites, so I'm going to put Flygon there for ground. For flying, we're going to go ahead and actually go with... well, the two I wanted to pick are right here, Salamence and Rayquaza. So we're going to go with Salamence for flying. Psychic, we're going to go with Metagross or Gardevoir. Not big on the Eon Dragons. They're cool and all, but I'm not big on the Eon Dragons. Deoxys, I don't care. Excuse me. We're going to go with Metagross. Why not? All right, bug Pokemon. Not a great selection. Not a fan of bugs, but Armaldo looks really cool, so we're going to go with Armaldo. All right, hands down, Rock, Aggron. For those, again, who know me, Aggron is one of my favorite all-time Pokemon. It is hands down my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. And as you can tell, it does kind of look like Nidoking. So, I mean, if you're looking at similarities there you go. Ghost type, I'm going to go with Sableye. It just makes me think of Elton John song, Lucy with the Diamond, whatever. I forget it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah. So, but the Elton John song. Dragon is where we're going to go with Rayquaza. Because we already put Salamence in flying. So Rayquaza gets the nod here. Favorite dark type. This will be a fun one. This is actually going to be Mightyena. Mightyena. There we go. Always been really cool looking to me. As far as now, it is weak, but as far as dark type Pokemon go with design, it's pretty cool. Steel type. What do we got here? So I already picked Aggron and Metagross, so we're actually gonna go with I guess Beldum. Beldum looks really funny. At least, well, Aeron's funny looking too. But you know what? We're gonna go with Metang because the Pokemon Honest trailers and Metang Clang ain't nothing to fuck with. So it's a play on Wu-Tang. We're gonna go with that. Fairy type, we'll pick Gardevoir in this one, no question. Favorite starter, I guess Swampert. Having a water ground does make it 4 times weak to grass, but it is an absolute monster otherwise. Its Mega Evolution also looks really cool. As far as gimmicks here, the Mega Evolutions and all that, we're going to go with Primal Groudon on this one. The only one they got wrong here is Mega Salamence. Every other Mega is right. Like, the sprites are correct. Mega Salamence got screwed on this one. So, but we're going to go with Primal Groudon here. And Groudon's going to get a double nod because my favorite legendary from this generation is Groudon. And then my all-time favorite from Gen 3 is Aggron. So there we go. That's it for Gens 1 through 3. So we're looking at, there we go. So we're going to start from the very beginning right here. There's all the favorites at the moment. Oops. There we go. Favorites across the board right now for the moment. There we go. Again, no Ghost for Gen 2, no Dark in Gen 1, but Gen 3 got every slot filled. So right now, my all-time favorites sit at Nidoking, Typhlosion, Aggron. Now, as far as like my all-time favorite Pokemon, Charizard is on that list, but I can only have one favorite per gen. Now, we're going to go into some fun territory. I know a little bit about Gen 4, but don't quote me on how well I know it. So, Gen 4, we're going to start listing normal types. Okay, I know some of these. We're going to go with Staraptor. The name's just badass. Favorite fire type? Just none. I don't like any of them. I really don't. So we're gonna just go with Chimchar. Water types, not not big. Palkia's cool and all, but So we're gonna go Piplup. We're just gonna go starters here, unless I find another grass type I like. Roserade's actually really cool. So Leafeon, there we go. So there's Leafeon. Leafeon gets the nod on grass type. Electric is going to be Luxray. I'm not even gonna look at anything else. Luxray, just Luxray is badass. It's an electric lion. You can't go wrong. Ice type. Glaceon, hands down. Now, it does get... Now, there was Mamoswine. Mamoswine's going to get the nod for ground. But Glaceon, hands down, evolution wins. Fighting type, we're going to go with Lucario. No question, right there. Lucario's just awesome. Poison, we're going to go with Roserade on this one, following Rosalia. So there we go, back to back. For ground type, we're going to go with Mamoswine. I know there's other ones right here, but Mamoswine, it's an absolute beast. We're going to go with that. Flying types, we're actually going with Togekiss on this one. Togekiss has always been an absolute monster as an attacker, so we're going to go with that. Psychic types, here we go. We're going to go with, they all suck. Wow, there's not a great psychic selection here. We're going to pick Gallade, just because. Bug type. There's a lot more bug types in this one. We're going to go with Yanmega because it's absolutely terrifying looking in a way, and it is a beast, so we'll go with that. Rock types. We're going to go with, Rampardos. I'm going to go with Rampardos. Got to go with Headbutter here, and also it's just strong. It's stronger than Bastiodon, so we'll go with that. Ghost type. There should be a fun one here. Yeah, Frostlass or Giratina. I'm probably going to go with Giratina Origin as far as ghost types go. Dragon, hands down. Garchomp, not even going to think about it. I love Garchomp, and it's a mainstay on my PvP team, so for Pokemon Go. Plus, it's badass. To quote Johnny Lawrence, badass. Dark types will be interesting. We're going to go with Darkrai. I was going to pick Honchkrow, but I do like Darkrai, so Darkrai is really cool. Now, honestly, no joke, I thought Darkrai was Ghost for the longest time, but it's Dark. So Steel type, we're gonna go with we're gonna go with Dialga. We're gonna go with Horse Armor DLC. That's the honest trailer name. For those of you video game nerds, that's just a funny way to put it. Fairy types, Togekiss and Mr. Mime, so we're gonna just give Togekiss the nod here. There's apparently only 2 fairy types in Gen 4. What's this one? Oh, favorite starter. If I'm going to be forced to pick a starter, it's going to be Torterra. I'm going to go with a, oh my god. Torterra, Grotle, Turtwig. There we go. I had to go backwards on that one. Give me a field sobriety test. But I have to go with Turtwig family. Torterra looks really cool. Okay, gimmick forms. We're going to go with Mega Lucario, Mega Garchomp. That's a hard one. We're going to go with Mega Lucario. And favorite legendary in Gen 4, I don't have one. I like them all. As far as favorites, though, I definitely don't have a favorite. So let's just go with God. We'll go with Arceus. And my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon, I didn't actually think I'd get this far. My favorite Gen 4 Pokemon is going to be Luxray. Because I have a shiny Luxray. It looks really, really badass. I got a shiny Luxray actually when I played Gen 4 a few years ago. I have shiny Luxray in Pokemon Go. Surprise, everybody has shiny Luxray. But then I also got a shiny Alpha Luxray in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, yeah, Leia's really jealous about that one. Came across a Shiny Alpha Shinx, and I absolutely lost my mind. So I just, yeah. So we'll go with Lux right here. So yeah, so that's Gens 1 through 4. We're going to go in uncharted territory. I have no idea what Gen 5 has to offer. I know the legendaries right here, the little sprites, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem. So we're going to see what we have here. Normal types. Okay, I do know some of these. We're going to go with Braviary. Because America, fuck yeah. Fire types, not big on, but I will say this though. Oh, okay. Darmanitan and Volcrona. I'm gonna go Darmanitan. I'll pick Volcrona for bug. Water types. Keldeo's a water type? I thought it was just fighting. Water types, I'm not big on. I don't like any of the designs. They're all, honestly, all the water types in Gen 5 are pretty terrible. But I have to pick one. Let's go ahead and go with Samurott, just because of the name. Grass. Let's see what I like as far as grass types. I feel the same about grass as I do with the water types. Leia's getting up close and personal on my space here. We're going to go ahead and just go with Rizian. We'll go with Verizon. Okay, there we go. Leia's in the shot. She shouldn't be.
Better.
All right, electric types. All right, one of my favorite types. We're going to go with... I guess we'll go with Zekrom on this one. Because we'll figure out legendary later on. So ice type. We're gonna go with. There's 3 versions of Kyurem here. Fuck it, let's go with the. Let's go with Kyurem. Why not? I use it. I have used it. So, fighting type. Let's see what we got here. Actually, you know what? For fighting, I actually have a hard time with this one. It's either Conkeldurr or Terrakion or Terrakion, however it's pronounced. But if I'm going to be honest here, I'm going to go Terrakion, given that it looks really cool and also looks like Zool from Ghostbusters. Yeah, there is no Dana. There's only Zool. So we're going to go with that. Poison. Trubbish, because trash. Just because trash. Ground types, Excadrill, hands down. I'm not even going to look at the rest. Excadrill's always been badass. I've always loved the design. I have it on my Pokemon Go team, so yeah. Flying, let's nope, the wrong generation. Flying for this one, I am actually going to pick Archeops on this one. Because dinosaurs. Psychic, not big on psychic types. Let's go with I don't know. I didn't know Meloetta was psychic. Let's go with Siligif because why not? I have nothing to offer. Bug, hands down, Volcrona. I already said I'd pick it. There it is. Reminds me of Mothra in a sense, and if Mothra was on fire, that's what it would look like. So rock types. Rock types should be easy one for me. We're gonna go with Aggro Crag. If you guys don't get that reference or you're too young. Ghost type. Now this should be a pretty solid selection. Yeah. So we're gonna actually go with Chandelure on this one. As much as I like the Coffin one, I forgot its name. Runigir, I forgot. I think I was wrong. But Golurk is pretty cool, but I'm gonna go with Chandelure on this one. Dragon type should be a pretty decent selection. Dragon type, I have a hard time with this one. I have 3 favorites from this generation. It's Haxorus, Druddigon, and Hydreigon. Considering this is no joke, I literally rated Druddigon over 5. Let me see. I'm gonna put Pokemon Go here real quick. We're going to look at Pokemon Go real quick because this is an absolute asinine number I did for Druddigon. Let's see here. Druddigon. There it is. Yeah, I did 487 raids. Okay, some of those were tasks. We're going to say over 400 raids for Druddigon, so we're going to go ahead and go with Druddigon here. I love Haxorus. I love Haxorus. Haxorus is awesome, but yeah, we're going to go with Druddigon. Dark types, I could pick Hydreigon. And I guess I'm going to because the other dark types I'm not big on. So we're going to go ahead and go with Hydreigon. Steel types. Excadrill. I guess we'll go with Excadrill again. I'm just not big on the other ones. There's the fairy types. Let's see what we got here. 2. I'm going to leave fairy blank. I'm leaving fairy blank. There's just no. I don't have a favorite starter this generation. I'll just give Samurott the double nod here. Gimmick form. Okay, this will be interesting. So gimmick, really? Only 2? I don't even know what these are. All right, gimmick form I'm leaving empty. I don't even know what those are. All right, favorite legendary. Excuse me. We're gonna go with Landers right here. Therian form. Wait, yeah, Therian form Landers. We're gonna go with that. It looks. I don't want to say the most sensible, but it looks like, given its incarnate versus Therian, its Therian looks way better than its incarnate form. I've already got Terrakion up there, so I'm gonna go with Landers here. If Landers had Earth Power in Pokemon Go, it would be the #1 attacker. Period. It would outclass Mewtwo. That's how strong it is. But yeah, so we're gonna go favorite of all the picks here for Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 5. Excadrill's gonna get the nod on this one as my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. So there we go. All right, so we're doing pretty good here. We got what, 3 more generations to go. I'm gonna skip 9. I have not played Scarlet or Violet. I have at least dabbled in every game in some fashion except Scarlet and Violet. So we're gonna skip number 9. We're probably gonna breeze through 6 here. We're gonna go kind of speed. Let's see what we got here. Normal types. Mega Pidgeot? Yeah, why not? We're gonna make a Pidgeot. Fire! What do we got here? Oh, these are the Megas. Okay. Alright, let's go make it easier for me. Mega Charizard. Mega Blastoise. I'm gonna go Primal Kyogre on this one. Oh, wait, no. Greninja. I'm sorry. I forgot. Greninja's right there. Alright, so favorite grass type, we're gonna go Mega Venusaur this generation since Megas are introduced. Electric. Mega Ampharos, or as the Honest Trailer name calls it, Fabio. Hands down, Amarys is gonna get this one. Dinosaur, no question about it. We're gonna go. What's this one? Fighting. Ooh, Mega Mewtwo or Lucario. I'm gonna go Mega Lucario on this one. Poison. What do we got here? Should already know this. Poison. We're gonna go Mega Gengar, or as I like to call it, Baba Yaga. That is Russian for boogeyman. Ground. Here we go. We're gonna go Primal Groudon on this one. All right. This is, what the fuck part is this one? Oh, this is flying. You know what? Thanks, Leigh, for coughing. We're gonna go Noivern. I'm sorry, Noivern is just absolutely boss. It looks sick. The shiny is sick. I love it. Yeah. Psychic. So here we're gonna have a pretty good Psychic selection. I did not know Delphox was Psychic. That's interesting. But we're gonna go with. We're gonna go Mega Metagross on this one. This is for Bug. Mega Scizor by default. Rock. Tyrantrum, hands down Dinosaur, no question. Just there we go. For Ghost, we're actually, since we picked Gengar, I do like Mega Sableye kind of me on. Let's go with Koopa. All right, what do we got here? Oh, favorite Dragon type. Okay, so Dragon type for Mega, we're going to pick. Let's go Mega Rayquaza, because I picked Mega Garchomp already. I do love Mega Salamence, but Mega Rayquaza, we're going to go ahead and go with that. We're up to Dark type, and we're going to go ahead and select Mega Gyarados on this one. Mega Gyarados looks sick. Steel type, what do we got here? We're going to go Mega Aggron on this one. Fairy type. Yeah, I know we're oh no, Fairy type. I'll pick Sylveon. Evolution. It's not the favorite of a lot of people, but you know what? It's an evolution, so it gets the nod. And then what do we got here? Oh, favorite starter? Greninja. Hands down. Oh god, what is this one again? Oh, favorite gimmick form. I guess I get to pick. What did I pick for? Tyranitar, Groudon, Lucario. So let's go ahead and pick a different one here. Let's go ahead with Primal Kyogre. We'll just give it the nod. Primal Kyogre. And then favorite legendary from this generation, we're going to go with. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Oh, that's Volcanion. Okay. Took me a second. We're going to go with the Yveltal. I was saving that one. That one's the surprise pick. I know I haven't even mentioned it this entire time. Yveltal is just absolutely terrifying looking, number one, and I like the way the design looks. I love it shiny, so we're gonna go with that. But favorite Gen 6 Pokemon is gonna be Tyrantrum because dinosaur. That's all I got. Because dinosaur. Alright, so we're going into Gen 7. This is probably gonna be Leia's specialty because she's seen the anime enough. But we're gonna go ahead and look at this one. Favorite normal type. I'm going to go with wow. Blank. Nope, going blank. Turtonator. There it is. Favorite fire type. Turtonator. There we go. Favorite water type for this one. We're going to go Ash Greninja. And grass, we're going to actually go with Tapu Bulu. That's a surprise pick. The reason I'm picking Tapu Bulu is because for some odd reason, the Tapu Bulu duo raid on my Pokemon Go video for YouTube has over 1,000 views. I don't know why. It's one of my most viewed videos. I don't know why. We're going to go with electric. This one, we're going to pick a Alolan Golem because it shoots a rock out of the top of it. It was also one of the first rare cards I ever pulled was an Alolan Golem rainbow card when I started opening cards again a few years ago. So we're going to go with that. Ice type, Sandslash. Just because I gotta complete the circuit here. So pick Sandslash earlier, picking Sandslash again. What is this one? This is fighting. We're gonna go Kamao, whatever. How do you pronounce it? The dragon fighting. This is poison. We're gonna go Nihilego. This is ground. We'll pick the dog Zygarde versus Megazord Zygarde is what we're gonna do. Favorite flying type? They all suck. We're leaving that one blank. I have nothing to pick there. And Celestia is not... Is it a flying type? No, it's not. Is it in raids right now? It is, but I can't look at it right now. Celestia is not a flying type. Anyway, I'm leaving that one blank. I don't care. What do we got here? Favorite psychic type? We're going to go Solgaleo because Steel Psychic Lion. Where can you go wrong? So we're going to go with that. And I honestly thought Solgaleo was a fire type because solar, you know. Favorite bug type? Buzzwole, because he never skips gym. He doesn't skip the gym. We got favorite rock type. I'm not big on this. I'm picking Rockruff for Rockruff. There you go, Diego. Favorite psychic type, we're going to go Lunala. I'm going strictly based on design. Or what is that ghost? Oh, that's ghost. Lunala's a ghost type. Celestia. Okay, I'm looking at it in Pokedex. It is steel and flying. That's weird. So Lunala's a ghost. So I'll pick that. What do we got here? Favorite dragon? Oh my god, these selections are terrible. Guzzlord. I forgot Guzzlord's a dragon. Zygarde's a dragon. You know what? We're going to go with Drampa, whatever this one is. Falcor. We're going to go with Falcor. Just because. Never ending story. What do we got here? Gimmick? What is this? Dark type. We're going to go with Greninja again. Oops, there we go. This is, I believe, favorite steel type. We're going to go Melmetal. Melmetal is not an Alola or Kalos or whatever Pokemon. It has no region. It was an official thing from Game Freak and all that. Melmetal has no official region or anything like that. So I don't know why they put it here. I know it's in the anime. I saw it. It was there. But Meltan and Melmetal have no specific region or home region. But anyway, there we go. Favorite fairy type. This will be interesting. We're going to go with Alolan Ninetales. Just because Ninetales. Favorite starter. I don't have one. We're going to go with the one I most want to kick in the face. Here, we're going to go with the starter I want to kick in the face, and that's Rowlet. Very kickable face. Favorites. What is this? Is this the gimmick form? Yeah, this is gimmick. We're going to go with Marowak. Alright, favorite legendary. Or favorite legendary and mythical, I should say. They're combined. I guess we'll go Solgaleo. And my favorite from this generation, I don't really have one. But since I have to pick one, I'm probably, it's a toss-up between Turtonator, Komo, and probably Melmetal. Let's go, Greninja I like, but I've never been a hardcore favorite. We're gonna go Komo, whatever. I'm gonna go the Fighting Dragon. I'm gonna go with Jackie Chan. Wait, no, Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee. I'm gonna go with Bruce Lee. All right, Gen 8. My last one I'm gonna rank. Because I played Gen 8. Favorite normal type? Wait, I picked Galar. Why is Ursula Luna on this? Okay, whatever. Well, we're gonna go with him. Favorite fire type? Why are the Hisuian forms on here? Wouldn't Hisuian form should have been on Gen 4 because that's Sinnoh. The Hisuian region was Sinnoh. But what do we know? Since this is right here, I'm actually have to go with Arcanine on this one because they did my boy Typhlosion dirty by making him Ghost and Fire in absolute emo status. So we're going to go with Arcanine. They did my boy Typhlosion dirty. Water types. I'm actually going to go with, let me see here. Just double checking. I'm going to go with Dreadnought. Dreadnought was the first non-starter Pokemon I got in Sword and Shield. And yeah, so I'm going to stick with Dreadnought on that one. Favorite grass type? We're going to go Rillaboom. Rillaboom was pretty fun. Electric type, one of my favorite typings. Trash selection here, so we're just gonna pick Pikachu. Pikachu Dynamax or Gigantamax. What do we got here? Ice, Lapras, Dynamax. We'll go with that. What do we got here? What is this? Fighting. Okay, so we got fighting. Shield Dog and Sword Dog. Yep. And then we have non-shield Shield Dog and non-sword Sword Dog. But we're gonna go with the Ass Blaster. For those who've seen Tremors, Ass Blaster. Tremors 3. You'll see what I mean. Alright. Poison type. I did not know Eternatus was a poison, but that's interesting. I know it's Dragon. We're gonna go with Mega Gengar. Because stupid. Ground type, I'm ignoring ground type. I already picked Ursaluna. I'm gonna ignore ground on this one. This is flying, I believe. Yeah, flying. So we're gonna actually give the nod to Hisuian Braviary on this one. And as this is psychic. Oh God. I don't. We're gonna have to go My Little Pony. It's yeah. As far as stupid goes, we'll just go My Little Pony. What do we got here? This is Bug. We're gonna go with Butterfree, Gigantamax. This looks like Rock. We're gonna go with. We have to double. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with Growlithe on this one. Back-to-back puppers on Rock types. We are at Ghost. Oh yeah, that's right. Dragapult is a Ghost. We're gonna go with Dragapult. This is Dragon type right here. Duraludon, hands down my favorite dragon from Galar. And then this is Dark type. We're gonna go to Kiss. We're gonna go opposite again. And then we're at Steel type, so we're gonna go with. Let's go with Sword Dog. And then as far as fairy types, I forgot Grimmsnarl is a fairy. We're gonna go with Therian and Numerous, whatever it is. Again, this should be in Sinnoh. Hisuian region with Sinnoh. Again, what do we know? Favorite starter? I'm gonna go with the starter I picked first, which was Scorbunny. So I'll just put Cinderace. Gimmick form. Oh Christ. Gimmick form, we're gonna go ahead and go with. I don't know. I guess we can go with one of the birds. You know what? No. We're going to go with Duraludon Gigantamax. This is a skyscraper. And favorite legend? I don't have one from this generation. I did not know Urshifu was a legendary. That was stupid. Secondly, Shield Dog, Sword Dog. Meh. And I did not know there were 3 versions of each. Like Zacian has 3 forms, Zamazenta has 3 forms. I did not know that. I knew Eternatus had 2. Just absolutely ridiculous. Gen 8 has some of the worst design legendaries I've ever seen. I won't take that back. We're leaving that one blank. My favorite Pokemon from this side is a toss-up between Duraludon and Dragapult. And you know what? I'm gonna go with Duraludon. So there we go. Again, I'm not dabbling in Gen 9, I have not played Scarlet or Violet. So my final rankings, what do we have here? We're going to go with Pidgeot as my final rankings. Arcanine or Typhlosion is really going to make me pick. I'm going to have to go Arcanine. Water, we're going to go with Kyogre. These are now, this is all-time favorite picks, so I'm basically going through the list here. Grass types, Leafeon is getting the nod over Venusaur. Jolteon, I don't even need to look at any other electrics I picked. Jolteon just hands down is my favorite electric. Amoris, because dinosaur. Okay, we're in fighting type, so Lucario. I'm going to go Lucario. As far as poison, Nidoking. Nidoking I can do for ground. I can only do for poison since I didn't select it twice. But for ground is going to be, I guess, Primal Groudon? I meant to put Groudon, but whatever. But for ground, we'll do Primal Groudon. For flying type, all-time favorite, I'm going to have to sneak in Charizard on this one. For Psychic is going to be a toss between Starmie and Espeon, and I'm going to have to give the nod to Starmie on this one. Bug, Butterfree. I'm not even going to bother. This one, the only reason I'm doing this is Rampardos versus Tyrantrum, Dinosaur, T-Rex. That's what I'm going with. Favorite ghost type is probably going to be Gengar. Just OG favorite. All right, now for the dragons. The dragon I wish I had in Gen 1, Dragonite, but it was just so hard to train. But we're going to go with Druddigon. Just because well, Druddigon or Duraludon. We're going to go with Druddigon, screw it. I do love Dragonite. I do love Rayquaza, Garchomp. These other three don't matter, really. So this is just, yeah. So we're going to go with Druddigon. Dark type, we're going to go with Mega Gyarados. Steel, we're going to go with Excadrill. Fairy will be Sylveon. And we have, what's this one? Oh, this is favorite starter. So we'll put Typhlosion in here since I snuck in Charizard earlier. Favorite gimmick, we're going to go with Mega Tyranitar. Gonna go with Space Godzilla. And then Legendary Lugia, no questions. And then I forgot what's this one? Oh, this is my all-time favorite. Right here. Nidoking is my all-time favorite Pokemon. So there we go. So there we go, guys. So we're gonna run through a little bit of a recap. So Gen 1, there. This is what Gens 1 through 4 you'll be able to see pretty clearly. There we go. Again, those that left blank were just because, yeah. But that's Gens 1 through 4. Yeah. We'll go ahead here, get a little bit clearer picture of Gens 5 through 8. And then the all-time favorites. So there we go. So yeah, there's some of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know that I can save this. Can I save this? I have the link. I have the link bookmarked, obviously. Pick your favorites. Team. Oh, download. Oh, I can. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll leave this here, end the video like that. So there we go. So there's some of my favorites. We definitely went ahead. I just obviously picked my favorites. You guys got a really good glimpse into it. Let me actually fix this just a little bit. It's bugging me the way it looks. There we go. So yeah, took you through Gens 1 through 8. Again, I have not played Scarlet and Violet. I don't know it well enough to pick it, and I know I could have done it anyway for shits and giggles, but we'll leave it at that. So there you go, guys. So remember, if you guys like the content, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Follow my Twitch. I'll post the link for this site in the description. But yeah, so there we go, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the list. Hope you enjoyed the fun. This is one video I heavily encourage commenting. Let me know your picks. Hell, post a link to your picks in the comments. Let me know in the Discord. There's my Discord link. There's my YouTube. So there you go. Why did I put my YouTube on my YouTube? Anyway, but yeah, there you go, guys. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you all in the next video. I don't know when that will be. I am working a lot, but eventually, once I get a steady work schedule, I'll be able to put a streaming schedule together. So yeah, but until then, guys, I will see you all later. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys in the next video.